Hi. Hello everyone. Welcome to BION, the channel that shares knowledge about holistic self-development through books. The human energy field is truly mysterious. If you don't have love in your heart, you won't be able to experience real love. If you don't give, you won't be able to receive. If you don't feel gratitude, life won't flow smoothly. Therefore, the law of destiny is always love equals happiness. Giving equals receiving, and gratitude equals smoothness. Gratitude is not just a virtue, but in fact, it is a powerful inner energy that can change your mindset and even your reality. Gratitude is the key ability that allows you to completely transform your destiny, helping life to become smoother. When you maintain gratitude, your emotions and vibrational frequency will rise higher, and because of that, the world around you will change as well. Recently, I have truly felt the great power of practicing gratitude. Every day, I write in my journal 10 things I am grateful for. Even at the end of each day, my family shares 10 things we are thankful for in our group chat. The resonating power of gratitude seems to grow stronger day by day. Every day, each person writes down 10 things they're thankful for without carrying any expectations or demands to receive something in return. Simply just being grateful for everything that has happened and is happening in life. Unexpectedly, this practice has brought so many positive, lucky, and even miraculous experiences to each family member. This experience inspired me and made me want to share and spread the power of gratitude with everyone. I hope it can give you the motivation to truly cultivate a grateful heart, and from there, transform your destiny. Just like Japanese business king Inamori Kazuo once affirmed, as long as people know how to be grateful, their lives can change. Inamori Kazuo is one of the people who has deeply influenced me, helping me to better practice gratitude. In his book, The Strength of the Heart That Makes Life As You Wish, he gives us a more comprehensive perspective and experience of gratitude. Although I have introduced this book before, last time the focus was more on cultivating compassion. This time, we'll dive deeper into nurturing and practicing gratitude. Compassion and gratitude support and complement each other. That's why both of these lessons can benefit you. From the past until now, ethical living has always encouraged people to be grateful. But not everyone teaches us specifically what to be grateful for and how to express gratitude. So, what exactly should we be grateful for in order to truly unleash the miraculous power of gratitude to change our lives? Today, we will find the answer together through the book, The Strength of the Heart That Makes Life As You Wish by Inamori, along with my own reflections and experiences. Alright, let's listen together. Be grateful for everything you have. When Inamori Kazuo graduated from the Faculty of Engineering at Kagoshima University, Japan's economy was in a severe post-war recession. Despite his excellent academic record, he struggled to find a job. He failed interviews at major companies and eventually had to accept a position at a small, struggling ceramics company on the verge of bankruptcy, where salaries were often delayed. Feeling dejected, Inamori questioned his fate, asking, "Why am I so unlucky?" His initial colleagues soon quit, leaving him alone in a desolate laboratory with outdated equipment. Faced with this grim reality, he had two choices: complain and leave, or stay and change his mindset. He chose the latter. He decided to stop lamenting his situation and instead immerse himself in his research. He moved his personal belongings into the lab, cooking and sleeping there, dedicating himself completely to his work. Miraculously, as he shifted his focus from complaining to concentrating on his research, he began to achieve remarkable results. He became the first person in Japan to successfully synthesize forsterite, a key material for high-frequency insulators. This breakthrough not only saved the company but also laid the foundation for his future success, leading to the creation of the global giant, Kyocera. Looking back, Inamori realized that the turning point was not a change in his external circumstances, but a change in his heart. It was the moment he decided to be grateful for what he had. even in the most difficult of times. He was grateful for the struggling company that gave him a chance. Grateful for the outdated equipment that challenged him to be innovative, and grateful for the solitude that allowed him to focus. This profound realization became a cornerstone of his philosophy. Be grateful for your circumstances. Gratitude breeds joy, and joy attracts more success. By embracing gratitude, he transformed a desperate situation into a launchpad for a legendary career. In a period of economic downturn, securing a job was an immense challenge. It was through the kindness of a professor that Inamori Kazuha found a position at a small, struggling company. One by one, his colleagues, dissatisfied with the company's bleak prospects, resigned. Yet Inamori chose to stay, filled with a profound sense of gratitude for the rare opportunity he had been given. He made a conscious decision to clear his mind of all distractions and dedicate himself completely to his work. This unwavering focus soon paid off. Through persistent effort, he successfully developed a groundbreaking advanced ceramic material, a significant achievement that garnered high praise at the time. This breakthrough laid the very foundation for the brilliant and successful career that followed. Inamori himself attributed his success to this attitude of gratitude. But why does appreciating what you have enable a person to achieve success and live a happier life? The answer lies in what many have called the law of attraction, a universal principle long recognized by sages. This law suggests that our thoughts act like magnets. Positive thoughts create a positive energy field, attracting favorable outcomes, while negative thoughts generate a negative field, drawing in undesirable circumstances. The energy field of gratitude is particularly potent because it is rooted in a sense of abundance and love. When you are grateful, you cherish what you already possess and can find contentment even in the most difficult situations. This feeling of satisfaction fosters a state of calm and relaxation, allowing you to focus on finding solutions rather than getting caught up in comparisons and anxieties about gains and losses. This mindset allows for full dedication to the task at hand, which in turn helps accumulate experience and build capability. By maintaining this high energy field of positive thought, you naturally attract more opportunities and favorable results. This is the fundamental mechanism of gratitude. It helps you value what you have and focus entirely on the present. However, in reality, people often find themselves dissatisfied, constantly chasing what they lack and drowning in complaints about their current state. The author Netsuko once offered simple yet profound advice. If you couldn't find a better job you love right now, but your current one sustains your life, then pour your heart into it. She sincerely told young people that there is no shame in working for money. What truly matters is finding peace within yourself and approaching every task with full dedication. By combining this practical advice with Inamori's philosophy, we see that gratitude is the key that unlocks wholehearted dedication. Therefore, no matter how weary or discouraged you may feel, take a moment to give thanks for everything you have. Be grateful for your current job and the chance it provides to learn and grow. In doing so, you will discover a light in the present moment. This is the power of a heart full of gratitude, creating a mindset that consistently attracts good things and helps you flourish. Gratitude, a seemingly simple virtue, is often one of the most neglected. We must learn to be grateful for the people, things, and events that help us, because ingratitude is one of the greatest follies of human nature. When Kyocera was first founded, its founder, Inamori Kazuha, faced an extremely difficult period. For a grueling half a year, the company received no orders at all and was teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. Then, as if by a stroke of luck, Panasonic placed a small order with Kyocera. This single, seemingly insignificant collaboration was the lifeline that pulled Kyocera back from the edge, allowed it to survive its initial crisis. For this act of trust, Inamori was always deeply and profoundly grateful. Later, his company grew at an astonishing pace, and within a mere 2 years, it became a leader in its industry with a stable stream of orders. It was at this time that Panasonic encountered difficulties of its own. They urgently needed to source a special order with extremely demanding material specifications. They had approached numerous other suppliers, but every single one had declined the challenging request. The person in charge at Kyocera, seeing the difficulty and unprofitability of the task, initially wanted to politely refuse as well. But as soon as Inamori heard that the request came from Panasonic, he immediately agreed without the slightest hesitation. His manager was puzzled, pointing out that it was clearly a loss-making business. But Inamori simply said, "If it hadn't been for Panasonic's order, Kyocera would not be what it is today." He made it clear that no matter how demanding the requirements were, as long as it benefited Panasonic, they would accept them wholeheartedly. He then ordered a halt to other production lines, personally leading his teams to work overtime. Through immense effort, they successfully delivered the required materials to Panasonic right on schedule. Panasonic was deeply impressed by Inamori's unwavering professionalism and dedication. This powerful display of gratitude led them to establish a much deeper and more significant partnership with Kyocera. Ultimately, it was Inamori's genuine gratitude that propelled Kyocera to become stronger and stronger. He always kept the Zen word namu, meaning thank you, at the forefront of his mind. A profound gratitude for everything became his core philosophy of life. But Inamori's gratitude toward the people and events that had helped him did not stop at mere words or memories. It was always expressed through concrete, sincere actions that consistently put the benefit of others first. In truth, saying thank you is easy, but feeling true gratitude from the heart is not. In today's society, there are far too many words of thanks or appreciation that are nothing more than social formalities, devoid of genuine feeling. Most of the time, we take the good things we receive for granted. In psychology, this is known as the self-serving bias. People tend to attribute their successes and honors to their own talent and effort, but blame their failures on external factors. This mindset naturally keeps people from experiencing genuine gratitude. And even when people do feel grateful, very few can express it with sincere, meaningful action. The philosopher Immanuel Kant once observed that human nature tends to forget gratitude. There are those who initially feel grateful when helped, but over time, that feeling fades into oblivion, or worse, indifference. Some people even fear being indebted, viewing help as a burden they must quickly repay. They rush to return the favor perhaps with a gift, a meal, or some other gesture with the primary goal of canceling the debt and feeling free of obligation. Those who think this way often believe they can exist independently, standing on their own 2 feet. But in reality, no one can live in society alone. Without our families, our partners, and our friends, we can accomplish nothing of significance. Inamori believed that everything around us, every person, every object, every event supports and sustains our existence. As long as we are alive, he argued, we must be grateful. True gratitude always comes with humility and an attitude of coexistence and mutual growth. When you truly understand that everything you have includes contributions from others, whether as a piece of advice, a small act of support, or simply their timely presence in your life, you realize you must strive harder to become a positive source of energy for others in return. Inamori himself was living proof of this principle. His gratitude was expressed through altruistic action, which is the highest form of gratitude. He became the one to spread the positive value he had once received, paying it forward. Remember, gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, a few polite words, or a token gift. It is a virtue that must be cultivated daily through concrete actions, knowing how to appreciate, how to give back, and how to share. When we live with such a mindset, not only do the people around us benefit, but we ourselves also become richer, more fulfilled, and more at peace within. Be grateful, even for the bad things in your life. The truth is, people usually only give thanks when they receive a benefit, when they feel comfortable and satisfied with how things are going. But Mr. Inomori Kazuo, the renowned Japanese entrepreneur, shared a different perspective. He said, "Whether good or bad, always say thank you." Of course, it's truly very difficult to express gratitude when encountering disasters, troubles, or outcomes that don't go as you wish. However, Inamori believed that when something bad happens, it could be a sign that the karma tormenting you is being eliminated. The deciding factor in whether this event leads to a positive resolution or creates new misfortune lies in your attitude toward dealing with it. What you picture in your mind will become reality. Buddhism uses the phrase, "thought creates karma," to describe this powerful principle. It means that what you think becomes a cause, and that cause creates the effect of your reality. This interwoven law of cause and effect seems to exist and plays a significant role in moving your destiny in this world. Buddhism teaches that it's not just our thoughts that create karma, but our actions as well. This karma will certainly manifest as some kind of phenomenon in our lives. The words we carelessly say, or the actions we unconsciously take, can become karmic obstacles. At some point down the line, those karmic obstacles may turn into disasters that strike us. There is no one in life who has never faced something bad or a calamity. Misfortune will strike at times, and in ways we don't expect. When something unfortunate happens, we often panic and flounder in a sea of pain. Naturally, everyone wants to avoid bad things as much as possible. However, no matter how many good deeds you do now to make up for it, the karma you have already created in the past cannot disappear until it manifests as a phenomenon. Therefore, when something bad manifests in reality, you need to understand that that's actually a blessing in disguise, because it gives you the chance to transform and resolve past karma. But if you sink into resentment and suffering when facing adversity, you will only continue to accumulate negative energy and create new, more difficult karma. In this way, the destiny of your life will sink into a maze of piled-up karma, making it impossible to escape from this dark swamp. And the best and easiest way to deal with it is through acceptance and gratitude. If you only want to avoid suffering and seek happiness, life becomes very difficult, because happiness is often passive, sometimes present, sometimes absent. But gratitude is proactive. There is a very good saying: as long as you are grateful, you can always find something to be grateful for everywhere. So now, when facing bad things, how should we practice gratitude? Professor and Dr. Cheng Yi once offered this beautiful guidance. If you feel anxiety, be grateful for it, because it only wants to help you prepare better. If you feel anger, be grateful for it, because it's only trying to protect you. If you feel discouraged, be grateful for it, because it only wants you to rest. If you feel jealousy or envy, be grateful for them, because they remind you that you're trying too hard to chase something just to prove yourself. If you have tears, be grateful for them, because they are an outlet for your inner pain. By practicing this, you simply become softer inside. You melt into gratitude, and you find a sense of peace within that gratitude. You need to understand that all the thoughts, emotions, worries, and sufferings you experience in the face of bad things are only trying to protect your ego. If you can separate yourself from these emotions and be grateful for them, thanking them for appearing to point out the issues you need to pay attention to and transform, you will easily see the opportunities hidden within adversity. You will no longer see them as bad things, but as precious lessons. Instead of blaming, suffering, or giving up, you will feel glad that this is an opportunity to experience and grow. Therefore, no matter what happens, be grateful for all the experiences in life. Be grateful for all the hardships, failures, and pains that have shaped the person you are today. But, in the end, if you still cannot do this and you think, I cannot possibly be grateful for those absurd disasters, those calamities that robbed me of my happiness, I cannot praise such misfortune. How could I possibly be happy about it? If such thoughts arise, then please also accept them. Don't blame yourself. This is absolutely normal. because if everyone could do it as easily, then no one would need to practice at all. However, one thing you can certainly do is cultivate your heart little by little. You will gradually learn how to let go of thoughts of surrender, resentment, or anger. In the face of difficulties, perhaps one day, a grateful heart will emerge from a resigned heart. This is also how we train our minds. The distance between being able and not being able to do it may be very long, perhaps as long as an entire lifetime, but it can also be very short. As short as a single thought. Therefore, just keep moving forward, step by step, gently blending yourself into a state of gratitude. The above is what Mr. Inamori wanted to share with us about the power of gratitude. Finally, let me express my sincerest gratitude for all of you. You are the joys, the sorrows, the pains, and the misfortunes that have entered my life. It is through this journey with you that I have come to realize that living with a grateful heart is the key to transforming one's destiny. I've learned that happiness isn't about owning the whole world, but simply about flipping a switch in your heartman. That switch is gratitude. With this realization, I am now able to be grateful for all the experiences I have had, am having, and will have. In this moment, I can fully feel life with my whole heart, even in the smallest of things. The things we so often overlook are in fact the most precious. The warmth of sunlight, the cool shade of a tree, the gentle patter of raindrops, the air we breathe, the water we drink, or the simple gift of a healthy body. My gratitude also extends beyond humanity to heaven and earth for creating all the beings that nurture and serve us, and even to the invisible forces that silently guide and support us on our journey. It is then that I understand that even if I have nothing, I also lack nothing. Whatever is meant for me will arrive at precisely the right time. My sincere advice to you is this. Begin cultivating gratitude with the simplest of practices, writing a gratitude journal every day. Take a moment to write down at least 5 things you are thankful for. And today, with this special theme of reflection and appreciation, I invite you to write 5 things you are grateful for in the comment section below. Let us share and resonate with one another's blessings. Please believe that whatever difficulties, confusions, or challenges you are facing right now, everything that happens is meant to awaken the person within you. These experiences help you discover your mission and open countless possibilities to create a truly meaningful life. Therefore, be grateful for everything with your most sincere heart. Thank you for being here with me, for practicing wholeheartedly. After finishing this video, a powerful idea came to me too. Create a gratitude practice group. This group will be non-profit. It is simply a space for all of us to nurture and maintain the habit of practicing gratitude together. When you can focus on gratitude, you can use it to reshape your inner world, helping you change for the better. The core meaning of practicing gratitude is that we are actively placing ourselves in a state of love, happiness, abundance, joy, prosperity, and peace. And when we can share this with each other, we are spreading and transmitting these beautiful, loving vibrations to others. Therefore, although it may seem like a simple habit, when practiced together, this act can create an extremely powerful field of collective energy resonance, raising the vibrational frequency of every single participant. And when you can persist in this habit throughout your life's journey, you will ultimately understand a profound truth. When you begin to change for the better, even just by sitting there, you can already benefit others. That is why I believe that practicing gratitude in this way not only benefits yourself, but also helps everyone around you. It is not only a way to cultivate a grateful heart, but also a way to develop compassion, the heart of giving with love. If you are still suffering, anxious, facing misfortunes and obstacles, if you still feel a sense of lack in many areas of your life, if you have not yet been able to recognize all the good things in life and often take them for granted, then this is the signal for you to start practicing gratitude right now. This group will be created on Facebook. It will be a private group, special in the sense that it will help you build the habit of gratitude practice over 21 days, with some small guided exercises from Better Version to help you practice more effectively. After 21 days, the group will not dissolve. 3 continuous weeks is the time for us to build small habits together, and afterward, the group will remain active. You can also voluntarily continue sharing the energy of your gratitude with those around you. And if you are ready to transform yourself, to fully feel the love within you and the beauty of life through the lens of gratitude, then join us in practicing gratitude with Better Version. I will leave the link to join in the description of this video. Finally, thank you for listening. If you found this video helpful, please share it with those who may need it. Don't forget to give me a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to watch new videos every week. Once again, thank you, and see you in the next video.